Good afternoon. My name is Manasseh Zechariah. I'm a professor of economics at Johnson Wales University, Charlotte campus. I wanted to break down the current issue of debt ceiling, debt limit. Just like the credit limit on your credit card limits how much you can borrow, the debt ceiling limits how much the US government can borrow. The limit is a law first enacted in 1917 during the First World War, since legislators were either opposed to government debt or opposed to the war itself. Since then, just like your credit limit on a credit card, which might increase over time, this limit has been raised regularly. Since 1960, the limit has been raised 78 times. Once under President Obama, it was raised to $18 trillion in 2015. And once under President Donald Trump, it was raised to $22 trillion in 2019. The current limit, which was set in 2021, is at $31.4 trillion. The immediate effect of not raising the debt ceiling would be that the United States government will not have enough money available to pay all its payments, pay for the military or other federal employees or people receiving Social Security and other entitlement programs will be affected. Future purchases will also be affected. All these increases the risk of a recession as spending decreases in the economy. Another key point here is that the United States has never defaulted on its debt. When an individual defaults on their debt, it lowers their credit score and makes it difficult for them to borrow and invest in their future as needed. Similarly, if the government defaults, the credit rating of the US government gets downgraded, and it becomes difficult for the government to borrow in the future, and therefore difficult to invest in the future of the US economy. Longer term, this might also affect the strength of the dollar, thus affecting stock markets worldwide. It's not about the debt ceiling itself. I think most people agree that we should not default on existing debt, and most people agree that the debt itself needs to be reduced. But nobody agrees on how. Democrats would like to raise taxes to reduce debt, while Republicans would like to reduce spending to reduce debt. So given the split in Congress, any agreement would necessarily require a compromise, which is what we can expect in the current bill being taken up by the Congress. Thank you.